Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Trends. I'm Silverbacked, and geez, wouldn't it be great if you could say whatever you wanted to on the internet? There's so much I'd like to talk about that I've deleted about 3 times. Let's stick to what I'm doing, because I've got a really important trade that I want to get to right at the end of the video if you're sticking around for that. But I want to look at the current top 10. You can screenshot this if you would like this information, or go to livecoinwatch.com. I'm not paid by Livecoinwatch, but I really hate, I shouldn't say hate, I dislike CoinMarketCap, only because they're full of shit. Anyway, BTC is part of that top 10 that I'm going to go through today, and I'm going to give you the directional trend bias. Now, what that means is it's a data point that tells you what's most likely happening right as we speak over the last few days. Let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, it encompasses the last 6 days forward, the last 6 days back. As far as where we think we're going to end up. And what it does is it prints out this little, it looks like a spine. So basically, I would call that the EMA signal, right? The smooth EMA signal. Okay, so going forward, smooth EMA signal is what I'll call it, just so if you know what I'm talking about. So when I talk about something got rejected off the smooth EMA signal or the EMA, a lot of other traders, a lot of other people on YouTube will say, oh, it's a 20 EMA, or it's a 50, that's a 20-day moving average, or the 20-minute moving average, or 20 period moving average is what you really should say, depending on what time frame you're in. But I'm using the same sort of concept, but I'm actually just using a smooth version of actually where price was. It's actually it's a Heikin-Ashi candle. If you don't know what Heikin-Ashi candles is, the Japanese candlesticks is these things here. They're usually coloured in. Mine is just hollow, but otherwise they're very much exactly standard. They show exactly where price has been, open and closes and stuff like that, and where it's travelled. The guy that invented these invented Heikin-Ashi candles also. So pretty smart dude, and his stuff does tend to stick around, seeing he invented all this shit. So that being said, that someone's come along and smoothed out the EMA length and stuff like that. So my settings, the indicator is called Smooth Heikin-Ashi Hodl Flip Strategy V2 6 and 6 in my settings. So that's the EMA and length and speed of exactly how I've set it up. So I'll get, basically I'll get like if we went to 5, it'll be quick, pretty sharp to change with price trend. 10 would be medium, 20 would be like long-term traders. So you can actually, it's actually something used in investments, because people don't want to be jumping in and out of investment, because stocks and bonds, and there's sort of costs involved in that traditionally. So whereas crypto, we can jump in and out of this stuff all the time. And so obviously that's another reason why I do these videos, is I want to highly encourage you and remind you that crypto is liquid. So I mean, even if you like BTC, you can go to BTCB on Binance Chain, actually be trading BTC and have a 2-cent transaction fee instead of BTC's normal native on-chain fee. Same with Ethereum. When Ethereum gets high in fees, you can trade wrapped ETH on. I'm just using Binance as an example, but Binance, for example, Smart Chain, or you can do it on the other chains too, Base Chain, all that sort of stuff. But they're all the same assets. They're all on all the chains anyway. So you pick your own fees. I'm using. Wow, jeez. This is the trade that I'm going to come to in a minute. I sort of predicted this is going to go down quite a lot more, and it really is. So I'll speed it up. Okay, so today, BTC, the directional bias is down. So sell your BTC for USD until tomorrow, or when I come back and say one of these suckers turns green. Ethereum, the trend is a clear down. XRP is a clear down. Short, BNB is clearly down. Solana is clearly down. ADA is down. Doge is current down. TRX is currently still up and holding its uptrend. TON is actually still in an uptrend, but I'm actually short. That's the one I'm actually shorting. So I'm just going against my own advice. But there's some previous data. I've done some actual research on TON, and every time TON, the last 6 times, the last 6 times TON has, wow, I can't leave that much money on the table, man. Let me just put this down to at least there. While I'm not watching it, it goes from $70 profit to zero. Yeah, so Tron has like dropped on the last six drops over the last forever. It's averaged like some's 11, some's 35%, but every time it's broken this 1 day EMA from my chart indicator that I'm using here specifically that I just ran through, it dropped an average of 20%. So therefore, I've got a price target of about $3 for ton, just based on that historical average. Now it might sort of be up here. It might be. Well, if it's recently gone down to $2.37. So $3 is not stupid. Like, so it could just put in a double bottom, and then we can go to this bull market everyone's waiting for. All right, so I don't believe shit till it happens, and I'll trust my eyes. If I see it going down, I'm going to put a short on, and that's basically why I got a position there that's in pretty good profit so far. I'll just preserve that. I'm going to come back to this in a second. I'm going to show you, because I have to leave the house. I'll show you how to preserve this position when you want to get up and leave it, so it'll trail. That's on BitConnect anyway. So Ton coin is current. It is current long status. So just be aware. In the shorter time frames, technically speaking, if you want to do really short-term trades, not multi-day trades like I do, then you probably should be looking at long opportunities. Despite this, because this is just a spike down on a longer path that is like, I'll tell you, 19 times the average candle that you're actually seeing here, or the average 15 or so candles. This is just 1-2 days. That's all it is. I've set 15 other days. The collection of those 15 days is an uptrend, okay? Because here is higher than here, and so this is right. So if that makes sense, hopefully it does. Might be oversimplifying it, but Link. I've got some stuff going on here with Link. This is something I put out onto TradingView to say that I believe it's going to go down, and it looks like it's breaking through on the daily. It is in a downtrend, and yeah, it's continuing. It looks like it's continuing, but it's forming a base around here. It's spiked down, so that's obviously 1, 2, 3 creates a V. I didn't mean the minute to rhyme, but and then it also means that's a higher low on a daily. So we want to see where this goes. If this goes down further and then sort of breaks that below that, we could see this taken out, and then basically I'll just do this just for the reference of this, and I'll just get on back to my other chart. If we do see, if we're looking at this and saying, oh look, it's sort of going down, let's do this on the other side and create it like a channel of the actual price, not the actual trend, the actual price. That would therefore mean that we're sort of seeing a lot of, we're sort of like at the top end of a larger channel downtrend. So if this area here gets broken through, this last low, we could certainly see something like $8.11, or if it breaks out, we could see $23. So whichever you think is more likely, and then just follow the price and what it's doing. But currently it is on the way down. It's got weakness there. So if you are wanting to hold Link as like an investor or something like that, spot, I wouldn't be holding it right now. Just put that money allocated towards USD and just wait. If there's any changes in these trends, I'll be doing a video immediately. I don't do a video every day, but I'll do a video immediately on that. So now, that being said, that was the daily wrap up of all the trends. You can see, you can take a screenshot there if you need to. Lots of pause. And getting back into it, I want to go to, I was chatting to someone on TradingView, and they said they've been holding a long position on Tong, and I said no. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how I set up a trailing stop. Now I've got a stop loss there. Don't come out. I want all that profit, thank you. Alright, what I'll do is I'm going to check what is the average trading range of each candle in the range. So let's say, for example, I'm going to probably disappear and go to the shops for about 2 or 3 hours. So let's have a look and see exactly what the price has done over that time. So here's the current candle, And so you can see in the blue box there, it says 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Let's go all the way back to here. And you can see down the bottom I've got that red line. That's called the ATR. You can see basically, you know, this is the range of where I'm going. So that seems to be the highest amount of volatility as far as the price, the average rate. Sorry, ATR stands for average trading range. So if I go up to here and then look, I'm saying the opposite of what I want to say. If I look right, you can see over in the white there on the right hand side, it says 3.22 cents, right? Okay, so 3.22 cents is based upon how many cents in the actual price. So if I go and open up a calculator, you're gonna laugh at this, but it actually does work. 0.0322 divided by the actual price, 35139, times 100. I bet you it comes out with 1% or something. No, that's wrong. Okay, try that again. I think I'm stuffing this up somewhere. Oh man, I want to hold this longer, but I don't want to give back $90 profit. If this comes all the way back up to there, I've just handed them back $90. And the problem is when I put my stop loss down low, I end up doing these short choppy trades instead of holding it for longer. Look, I can't lose on this trade now, so if I just close that. So out of that $90, I'm prepared to risk 35. Sorry, if I'm prepared to lose $60 of it, that would mean I'd have $30 left. So let's just go down here till it says 30, and then stop. All right, there you go. So that I'm happy to let it lose $60 again, just to get enough price to play around here. Okay, let's try this stupid idea I got again. I worked it out before. 3.23 cents, right? Okay. 0.0322 divided by 3.51 times 100. This should give me the percentage. There we go, 0.917. So 0.917 is the percentage that the maximum percentage over here that you can see the volatility has been on any candle, right? So what was it? 9.17. All right. So what you do is you come into here, you find your position. Here it is here. You click here, or you can click that little thing down the bottom there too. Go into trailing stop, and go to interval, go ratio, and come up. What was it again? 0.917. 0.917, right? 0.91. Might do any more fractions of that. It's really rounded up. It's 92, isn't it? And then I'll just go confirm and go bang. All right. So so that basically should have come up on the chart as a trailing stop. Here it is. So my trailing stop was up here. Now the difference with this trailing stop, it's automated, so it's got balls of steel, and I don't have to watch it. Now I can basically turn off my computer and go to the shops, and I don't have to worry. This trailing stop will just trail it all the way down, and I might actually watch it. I reckon it'll probably, if it's going down this fast, it'll probably zip out while I'm here. I'll tell you what, you know, bounce out of the video now, or you can just watch this live. I should actually start doing live videos, actually. If they're going to be sort of exciting stuff going on like this one, you know, it's pretty good. Like, you know, once a day, once every, you know, it takes a whole day, and then maybe a couple of sessions of trading sometimes to get, you know, $100, $200 profit, depending on what you're risking, you know. So this is good to see happen. The thing is, when it moves so fast, it usually sort of has a bit of a pullback, and then all the pullbacks are designed to knock you out of your position, and then, you know, basically just liquidate people and take their money. I mean, I can't lose anything. I can lose what I'm, you know, between here and here, but I think you know, we just broke down through past this level, which is like it's can see it's come down, tested there, grinded up here, and then now drop down past this level. So this is a new level it's dropped down into. So I probably would expect that it may come up and retest back up here. So that's why I've let this trailing stop work. You know, because if this consolidates a little bit and then sort of starts maybe running up again or something like that, or if it goes straight down, this trailing stop's a good thing to make sure I get all the profits off the table, because you can leave a lot of money. Like, say for example, that's as a dollar amount. I mean, a percentage amount, it's 19%. It's still, no matter what you're trading, 18% is a lot to the amount you've placed when you trade. And in this particular instance, it's like $100. So if I don't get it out at the right time and this completely reverses, I could have had $110 and I'll end up with 30. But I need to allow enough room to let this move. I should just let this just do it automatically, because I've looked at the largest range of the candles and that's outside it. So it would have to have higher than average trading range to actually stop me out, including pullbacks. So we'll see. Again, $130 now. It's just slowly bringing down and locking in those profits too, which is good. So if my minimum profit was 30 or 35, now it's a minimum of 100, so that's all right. So we're sort of playing around with that win or lose at $27 probably at this stage. I mean, that's a fairly big win. How much is that? I've told them about this. It's 2.66%. Just it's quite a bit in a very short amount of time. Wow, how's the trading it? So 1 minute candle, and I can't see that on my chart. All I see is what the hell. I'll let it play out. Again, you can bounce out of the video. I'll let it keep recording just so you guys can see what the result was.